Hi, welcome to Sexy is Timeless Talk. I am Luisa Diaz, author of Sexy is Timeless. I'm founder of Luisa Diaz Foundation, which is a celebration of kindness, coming to you from Manhattan, New York. I am so excited today because our special guest is a dear friend, Baroness Olga Papkovitch. Welcome, darling. How are you?
Oh, Louise and Sam and Delina, such a pleasure seeing you all here today. Thank you for having me.
Yes, we are so excited to have you in this show. And so we have in our Diva chat, we had so much to talk. But before, let me introduce you, our fabulous friends and co-hosts.
Hello, everybody. I'm Samantha Basuto Drucker, your lifestyle genie, author of 90 Days to Husband Number Two, and co-host of Love and Design Project, coming to you from sunny Hollywood Beach, Florida.
Hey everyone, it's Delana Dixon, editor-in-chief of divagalsdaily.com and the series creator of All About Eve, and I'm in New Orleans, Louisiana, where it's cold, cold, cold.
Yes, and I must say that our special guest, Olga, she's the creator of PopImpressKA Art Collection, Art Couture and Journal. How are you, my darling?
Um,
Olga?
I'm doing very well. Thank you, Louisa and Sam and Delina for having me. It's a beautiful morning, lots of sunshine, even though we're in New York and it's cold in here too.
Yes, it's very cold. But today is not as cold. We both here, Olga and I, we are in New York. So, and today it's not as cold as it was a few days ago. But I love your magazine, Olga, and you did a beautiful feature of me and your magazine. And how is it going? Tell me about it.
Well, I used to print it, and as you know, now everything has been changing very slowly. So I did a lot of changes, and now we are online, but still very broad international audience, and we get people involved from all sorts of walks of life and parts of the world.
I love it. I love it. But also, you are from Russia.
Yes,
And, yes, and I love your story. So I wanted you to share how did you come here to America? And I know you came here for the American dream, like we all did. So please share it.
well, it always starts with a dream, right? And
Yes.
true. And I love that speech that Martin Luther King said once in Washington D.C. He said, "I had a dream."
Mhm.
And in fact, there was a lady that was sitting next to him, and she said, "Well, don't read, just say as it is, just say that you had a dream." And that's how the famous speech started. But it got affected everybody around the world. And of course, I had a dream. And I wanted to come to America to go to college, continue education, and just learn about the world and myself and what I can do for others. Like JFK said, it's not what the country can do for you, what you can do for your country. So my motto, what I can do for the world.
That's right. And you have been here in America exploring and living the American dream. You are an artist and you do beautiful painting. You are extremely talented. I love it, you painting. Also, you are a fashion designer. And so, which I walked on one of your runway a few years ago. So you really are living the American dream. How is it right now? Because we have COVID-19
Right.
and in this difficult time, we do not have fashion week like it used to. So what happened with the fashion week now?
Well, I know that in some places they're putting together shows. Well, I have been learning and developing new collections, so it's actually, believe it or not, it's a good time for people to step back a little bit and perhaps recognize what they've done in the past, which I have, and connect to their friends, maybe over phone calls, and maybe get more involved in their family life, which a lot of times we ignore because we're so busy with everyday things that's going on. And again, the Microsoft chief. that you all know, who said once that I wish I spent more time with my family. So it's Steve Jobs was right. It's great to have time now to spend with your family and with yourself. It's time to learn something new.
Totally. And I think during this pandemic, we did not be able to see our friends and our even closer relatives because you cannot even go and see your other extended family. So I think it has taught us what is truly important in our life.
Yeah.
And through that, darling, what are you grateful for?
Well, I'm very grateful to our Creator for putting us here on earth, even though we're here not to suffer, we're here to learn. And the way of learning could be suffering or something else, but His main purpose for us to become better people. So I'm grateful to our Creator for giving us families, friends, for ability to communicate, walk, talk, feel, experience, being a human, being their children, being God's child. That I'm very grateful that He gave us that ability to experience life as it is and learn and be better.
That's right. I do believe that I am a woman of faith as well as you are. So I do believe in my Jesus. I cannot go, I do nothing without my Jesus. So I know Samantha, you have some questions as well.
I do. Olga, I just want to tell you that your friendship are very important to me. You and I have been friends for many, many years. And I just want you to know that your friendship I consider to be very important to me. And because you've been part of my life for so many years. And with that, that leads me to my question. What is important to you now, darling? Are the things that are important to you now the same things that were important pre-pandemic? Has changed for you, love? Or are you consistent? Tell me, what's important to you now?
Okay, so I know that leads to kind of your book too, because and Louise's book, and Delana's getting married.
Yes, when this happened.
So
I'm
Don't
putting
worry,
it to
you,
the
Olga, you're
universe,
also getting
Elena.
married once you finish reading my book.
Elena,
At some point,
in the
someday.
universe, I'm putting to the universe, my darling. So,
Yes.
yes,
All the
you
girlfriends
continue.
are getting married this year because they've
Yeah.
read my book and Luisa's books. Everybody's getting married now.
well, I'm like the last one on the list right now. I'm kind of a little behind, but I've realized I've had this great run with a career for 10 years, magazine and fashion and everything, and just this year I was thinking, oh yes, I should think about getting the other half more closely than ever, I would say. And maybe because before we try to find ourselves, and people do get married before, but then we feel like something is missing. And then when you establish your career and you establish who you are personally, then you can say, I can offer a lot to the relationships, and I am a personality now, and um, I'm like a figure that it's not just a blank person behind my husband, right?
Yeah.
So you're saying that the search for a love partner in your life is what's important to you now?
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
We're going to go from there. So having asked you that question, my next question for you, darling, is what did you learn going through this crazy last year, 2020? What has this pandemic brought you in terms of personal growth? What did you learn? Did you pivot in any way? Tell me, how are things for you?
Very interesting, because I had people come and go in my life, and but like I have the pack of friends that are with me no matter what. It's like you guys, we can talk, we cannot talk, but you are there, and we're always can pick up the phone and continue from where we left. So that means the friendships is solid, and it's like it's a gift. I consider friendships as a big gift. So that's very dear to me because it's and Louisa and Samantha and Delane, I'm getting to know you now. It's such a pleasure to have you in my life because that's what's important, to have people that are meaningful and that are for you, and likewise in all directions.
Well, we are so happy that we be able to get together through Zoom. And at least, we don't have the girl time when we go to a restaurant and have our champagne and our long hours lunch. But we be able to do it here through Zoom. And so I'm so grateful for that, for you joining us. And we be able to do this anytime, anywhere where we are, right?
Yeah, of course, and I'm sure other
Cheers to
people
that.
had the same situations where the families and friends.
Mm. So when you were, I love what you just talked, Olga. You mentioned something about that is very important. The most important, you are ready to find that special someone, but you feel like more right now. You feel ready, and this is something I speak about in my book because it's extremely important that you do that inner work and that you feel that somebody else is not going to complete you. You have to be complete. You need to
Yes,
feel full when you meet that special someone. So you are not in a needy situation that you have to feel me because you are so full. You are so happy with yourself, with who you are. So then the relationship is unfold so beautiful. So I do believe in that, and that's the first step to really find that special someone. And for you to say that and recognize, darling, you are ready. I love it. You are ready. Yes, you are ready, and that's beautiful. So Dilena is our single girl here, but she's going to be not single anymore. Dilena,
I
do you have a song
Of
question?
course, I've been manifesting for 2021 that I take my love life to the next level. So we'll have to wait and see. But Olga, now I noticed something. I do not want to let this pass, that you have Baroness in front of your name. And I think a lot of our viewers don't know what a Baroness is. So can you give us a short explanation of what it is and how the title was bestowed upon you?
well, believe it or not, everything comes around the circle in a way. Well, I come from a very old kind of like uh, royal empire, which is St. Petersburg, Russia. The country has a lot of history background, and my family has like roots back then. But interestingly enough, when I came to America, I worked at the Plaza Hotel, and I was doing paintings and I was doing exhibits at the Chelsea art galleries, and there were the Order of Saint John of Jerusalem, Russian Grand Priory. Well, so that's the order which is over 1,000 years old, and the Order of Hospitaliers. And the first hospitals, believe it or not, were built after them because there were monks and they were helping and taking care of wounded soldiers or people that needed medical attention. And then those knights went to a battle. So because they were protecting like the royal order of Christ and everything that stands for goodness and peace and health and people's safety, the order started doing lots of charitable works all over the world, and the order came to Russia, and our Tsar Paul the First hosted them in Russia for a while. So that's like a little history background for you, so you know where it's all coming from. So the order has a chapter also. The main headquarters in Malta, but they also have a chapter in New York and Russia and other countries of the world. And I was doing a lot of charity work with the order because I've met few royalty from the order, which come from Russia originally. And basically it started with them knighting me, and I was donating my art so we can sell and send it to, there was the earthquakes in Haiti, and then there was also in Chile, and then there were orphanages we were helping in America and also as well in Russia. But then after that work, I've met other royal families because the orders are connected, and the royalties of different chapters participate, and they also have other orders. And I was blessed to meet this incredible human being, late King Kigeli V of Rwanda. And I interviewed His Majesty, and it was incredible to meet a figure like that. And he also gave me honors, and I got the Baroness title from also the royal families that I participated in the charity work with. So so I would say a lot of times people chase the titles, and it came to me somehow naturally because I was just doing the work that I love, and I wanted to help people, and it was nothing to it. And you know, they didn't have to do it. It's just there was a very nice gesture, and to acknowledge the work that I was doing with them. So that's how the whole thing came around. But the purpose of the whole titles and everything is to help others with what you have. It's like the celebrity, you know, they have ability being seen. So when creator gives you that gift, it's a duty of every human being to see if that's given to me, what I can do for others.
That's right. And let me add to this. I know the chapter in LA, the chapter in LA as well, and I went to one of the events. And what I love about it is, as you mentioned, it is all about the community. It is all about the work that you are doing. So I love it. Congratulations on that. So, Delena, sorry, you have another question.
No, that's so wonderful. You know, you give off a very regal air about yourself. So I'm just wondering, how do you bring that regality into your life, whether it be in your home or in your clothing, your fashion, your style, but of course on a real life budget? Because I'd love to bring some more regality into my life.
Yeah.
Well, of course, you know what I always followed, when you put something on, just immediately see how you feel about yourself. If that makes you feel happy or positive, that's your outfit. If something you put in, even like it's like some great brand or, you know, really famous, but it doesn't fit on you well. So I believe always find that according to how you feel and how it looks. It can be, you know, like for example, Kate Middleton. She can wear a very expensive designer outfit, or she buys offline like a $100 dress, and it looks grand on her. So it's all about how you feel and carry yourself too.
That's right. That's right.
Positive thinking, you know, will create you that.
What about you, Samantha? What do you think? What are the few tips that you can use for yourself?
I'm sorry.
Well, I said, what do you think? What do you do? A few
To
tips
bring
to bring
royalty
that,
and glamour every
to
day
bring
to
that,
myself.
yes, to bring
Yes.
that royalty every day
Yes.
into your life.
Well, you know, like similar to Olga, I come from a very old family, and I don't believe in trend. I believe in wearing what looks good on me. I know it's Fashion Week, and I know it's blasphemous to say such things, but as an image consultant, if the hemline has nothing to do with you, skip it. Just wear what looks good on you. I don't care the brand. I don't care the price. I don't care who made it. Just has to look good on you and make you feel good.
That's right. And what about you, Delena, darling?
Well, I would definitely agree with that. As you guys know, I'm a big upcycler. The top that I'm wearing today was once a dress because we're not wearing a lot of dresses right now because we're not going anywhere. So I've just been cutting up all my dresses and making them into cute little Zoom tops. And one piece of advice I can give people is it's all about fit. You can have designer dresses. I'm very petite. I can never wear a designer because I'm just not big enough for the clothes. But if I do get it, I take it to a tailor or I tailor it myself so it fits me perfectly. And when you have a piece of clothing that fits your body just right, it looks like you spent $1 million.
That's
So,
right.
so true.
I totally agree with that. My tip, ladies, will be to bring more regality into your life. It will be elegance. And ladies, elegance, it is the way that you carry yourself. It is the way that you behave. And this is a way that you really express yourself. The the words that you choose when you are speaking. So I always say this is not what a lady would say. So it's all of those little things. Of course, the gown is extremely important and the clothes, but the most important is the way that you carry yourself and you behave.
Nobility is a state of mind.
Exactly, exactly. That what do you think about that, Olga? Our Baroness here.
You hit the nail on the point. That's what it is. And you know what? A lot of royal families that I've met, their uh, their behavior is just so gentle and so kind. And again, you talk about kindness, Louisa, very often, and I always love your expression about that. They're very kind people, and it doesn't matter what's going on in their personal life, they keep everything inside. They never bring it out in public. They try to keep it very uh, regal in the way of because usually how the history worked, people would go to royal families for help, so they didn't have any right to complain or express their like I didn't have enough sleep today. No, for
Yeah,
them they had to be ready for every moment to help their people. So yes, so a royal is being able to help the people around you, basically, you
that's
know.
right. That's right. And yes, I talk about that in my book, and I always believe I think of growing being a beauty queen, and this is my closest to being a regal, being a queen, because that's what you do all the time. That you do charity events all the time. You speak with people all the time. You do thousands of appearances all the time, and you always have to have a smile.
Yes, it's like
Right?
it's like all of us had events, right? And Louisa and Samantha, I'm sure Delana too. And you know what's going on behind, you can't even express, right? And then you have to come out like nothing happened.
That's
nothing,
right. That's
nothing
right.
major happened.
Right.
Well, thank you, ladies. My goodness, that there's already. But before we go, Olga, darling, what is sexy to you?
Sexy is woman's mind, male's mind. Mind is the most sexy organ in your body you can imagine, and mind, of course, like Louisa was mentioning, behavior and Samantha's book, and you know and ladies, you have a great show. I applaud you.
Thank you, thank you. Well, thank you, ladies. Thank you all for watching. And remember that elegance is in you. Regality is already in you. So it is about embracing who you are, embracing your behavior, because that is very sexy. Stay, be kind to yourself and others. Besitos.